Well, my take so far on the race for the Republican nomination as it heats up. Who won the BloomBerg debate? It pains me to say this, but I believe Romney won technically. But Kaine also shined and solidified his place at the top. Bachmann delivered and showed her strengths. Newt brought the brain power. As for Paul, I agreed with everything he said on domestic issues. Santorum is gone, Huntsman is a dork, and Perry is probably the worst candidate I've ever seen. The one for the job, well, could it be Kaine, Romney, Bachmann, or Newt? I think Kaine and Romney probably are now the two top people that are going to go into the final stage of this. Bachmann and Newt will stay in. They'll raise money. But Bachmann, as strong as she is, and knowing that she is up to the duty of the president, up to the task of being president, I don't think that the Republican Party is ready for her. Because the Republican Party is not conservative as much as it is, I hate this word, pragmatic. Pragmatic. You know what pragmatic means? Pragmatic means I don't stand on principle. It means I look at both sides, and whichever way is feasible, whichever way will get me what I want, that's what I'm going to do. I love how Herman Cain said, everyone's looking for what will pass instead of taking bold action and putting forth the solutions. Bachmann's putting forward solutions. Kaine's putting forward solutions. My personal preference would be a Kaine-Bachmann ticket or a Kaine-Newt ticket. I'll vote for Romney if I have to, because I will always vote for the nominee. However, it saddens me that the media is trying to turn Romney into the top candidate. Kaine is definitely in a lot of polls showing that he's 8 points ahead of Romney in a lot of polls, sometimes 10 points. Bachmann is not as low as they like to make her, but the media hates conservatism. And Newt, they're not taking him seriously, but he is has an amazing mind and would do a lot of great things for this country. Who it won't be? Well, it definitely will not be Perry. It won't be Paul for sure. He's insane. I don't think he's insane on domestic issues, except for legalization of drugs and prostitution. Even prostitution, maybe I could, if they passed that it was, if they legalized prostitution or decriminalized it, I wouldn't be out picketing anybody, but golly, because that's a personal decision between two people. I kind of lean libertarian on that, but definitely not on drugs, because you legalize drugs, then it definitely will have an effect on our children. Santorum just isn't ready. Maybe next time, maybe the time after that, but his Catholicism tends to bleed too much into what he wants for America. And Huntsman should have never been in any of these debates. Huntsman is a dork. He's an idiot. He's the worst. I mean, the only person worse than him is Perry. At least Huntsman can talk, but the way he talks, the words he uses, the core, our core, he thinks he's intelligent, but he's not. Is Romney really the front runner? Well, he's pro-choice. No, he's pro-life. He is for mandates. Nope, he's not. He is not an establishment guy. Well, not really. Of course he is. That's why Chris Christie decided to endorse him, because all of the establishment people told Christie, if you're not going to run, get behind Romney. We don't want a real conservative in the White House because it'll screw up everything. I can tell you that Chris Christie is not a good thing for Romney. Chris Christie is an anti-gun, progressive, big government rhino. And Romney is an anti-gun, progressive, big government rhino. I'll vote for Romney if he's the alternative to Malbama, but I'm not going to vote for him in the primary. I'm going to vote for Kaine or Bachmann. You know, just because Chris Christie is tough on unions, everybody thinks he is the second coming, kind of like Obama was. But his appointments, especially of a Muslim judge to the Supreme Court of his state, and decisions on a plethora of other matters show that he is not the Messiah everyone thinks he is. I just know that we need a citizen president again. We need someone like Herman Cain or Michelle Bachmann. Bachmann's not going to win, I know, because she hasn't been a governor. But Cain and Newt Gingrich are two men that at least would take us in the right direction. Romney will not take us in the right direction. He is good at what he says. He's well studied. He spent probably $100 million convincing the American people that he is a good politician. He's got the most name recognition, but he is not the guy we want. If he's the nominee, I will vote for him. But God help us. He is more of the same. He is more George Bush. He is more Bill Clinton. He is the next in line. The next in line. Well, with the Tea Party, which I am a member with the American Patriot Nation, the next in line is not good enough for me. John McCain was the next in line, and we got Barack Hussein Obama out of that. Romney may be able to beat Obama, but he is no Ronald Reagan. He is not a true conservative. As little as 4 years ago, he said he would mandate that the whole country, he liked Romney care for the whole country. That's insane. So as far as my take on the race so far, my picks for the top four are Cain, Romney, Bachmann, and Newt. And not necessarily in that order except for Cain. Again, it will not be Perry. It will not be Paul for sure. Santorum hasn't ever even been in contention, and Huntsman is just there because of I have no idea why they keep letting him in the debates. I'm very proud to be part of the new media and part of this explosion in conservative media on talk radio, from the Godfather Rush Limbaugh all the way to Hannity and Andrew Wilkow, Mike Church, Patriot Radio, and the American Patriot Nation, which is right here on AmericanPatriotCoffee.com. Please tune in next time for honest analysis from a real American. Remember, drink the coffee, not the Kool-Aid.